De Ligt does really well to win the ball there. Eriksson. And it's Correa. Shaw. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Eriksson. Højlund gets flagged offside. Barella. Pavard. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
In with the challenge. Barella. And he's managed to get free. That's really well manoeuvred. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. Casemiro. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Shapes to shoot! Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Eriksson. Shaw. Played to Casemiro. And it's Correa. It's gone backwards.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Acerbi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Eriksson. Bruno Fernandes. Now that shot at goal! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. Now the finish! Thuram looking sharp there. Diogo Dalot. So what can they make of this? And it's Shaw. To Bruno Fernandes. Played back in. Shaw made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Oh, nicely intercepted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Casemiro.
Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And he cuts out the supply. He could be in here. Pavard could try cutting inside here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pavar. Barella with the cross. And the keeper's in command. Now, what about a counter-attack? Casemiro. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some really good ball move. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And that has put paid to that. Diogo Dalot. Bastoni.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's Correa. Well, played right into his path. And he's searching. Decent hit! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. Manchester United making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Fired in. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Eriksson. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Inter Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Eriksson.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs...
And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Corner number 2 then. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Pavar deals with that comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram looks to get on the end of this. Barella. Çalhanoğlu. There will be a throw-in. Trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Zirkzee has created one goal already. Shaw. Eriksson. Zirkzee. Barella. And it's Correa. Great work on the overlap. He is through here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great... Thuram! And he has kept it out somehow.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Heads it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Zirkzee closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Hoyland. Zirkzee. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Barella gets it away. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. That was a given. It always was.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Sostituzione per l'Inter, numero 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 28.
Manchester United take the lead.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows, so concentration is key from here.
Casemiro. Inter Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. And again, they're pressing effectively.
Now it's Mount. Great chance! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Oh, and he's through the middle. Diogo Dalot. Manchester United clearly now in lead preservation mode. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Big chance! And with that, the final whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Inter desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decided.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. There's the whistle, and here we go. He's picked his way through. And for a moment, time stood still. Menu. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Højlund. And it's Eriksson. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella...
Loftus Cheek! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
So, a breakthrough already. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Milan have reclaimed it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Casemiro. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Eriksson. Oh, good. There's the shot! He scores! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Casemiro. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that is a little undercooked. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Good ball over the top. Rafael Leao! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front!
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Thiaw gets good distance on it. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. He's having a go! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's got away. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easy...
Rafael Leao! Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Lindelof. Oh, terrible pass. And he's running through. Shapes to shoot! He's got away with one there.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Casemiro. Menu. Looking tidy in possession here. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Højlund. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Hernandez can get it clear. And that's been won straight back. Decent hit! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Here's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. So we're into the second 45. Menu.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Tomori. Oh, can he get onto this? And they can counter here. Højlund. It's a good spell of possession, this. Reinders. Reinders takes control of it and he's on the move. Hernandez. Diogo Dalot does really well to win the ball there. Menu. Bruno Fernandes. Eriksson. And it's Casemiro. He is just caressing the ball. Great defending. Now the finish! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Rafael Leao under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Menu. Højlund does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Played back in. Menu. So we've reached the hour mark. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. There's the hit! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Simplicity itself.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Manchester United take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Eriksson, and that tries a shot! And he's heaved it away. Menu.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And it's Eriksson. Played to Casemiro. Some really good ball movement. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Loftus-Cheek. Rafael Leao. And here's Loftus-Cheek.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Another chance from a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Deftly away.
Numero 23.
Milan are looking to go forward now.
Il numero 77. Il numero 42. Il numero
Hernandez.
55. Il numero 32.
It's a sweet ball that.
Il numero 31.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now, what about a counter-attack? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Mount. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Just the goalkeeper to beat. So much time. Great chance! Goal! And with that goal comes comfort. There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Terracciano, that is a great pick out.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Good!
recupero.
Oh, it's hit the post! Diogo Dalot is there to clear. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up.
Well, this really is the fixture of all fixtures in Italian football. The game that means everything, the game that is everything. Don't even pretend to know what happens next. It is time to abandon all reason, to forget form, just to lose yourself in the hour or two of this mayhem between the two Milan sides, and whatever will be at the end of it all. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. One of them, Thuram!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Loftus-Cheek. He's got away. Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Thuram. And he's gone looking for safety. Out of play for a throw. Over to the other side. Passing nice and neat.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, football certainly runs deep in the Reinders family, but unlike his father or brother, this guy, Tiani Reinders, is someone who can take control of the game from centre midfield. I suspect we're going to see a little bit of everything from him here. He's box to box.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Arnautovic. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Hernandez clears. Arnautovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bisek. And here's Thuram. Shot a goal! Thiaw gets rid without sophistication. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Thuram. Di Marco. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And they can counter here. Inter Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
He's gone forward. Shot could be on. Great hit! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loved.
Great chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And he's there to belt it away. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Ashlani. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Quality ball. Zielinski. Zielinski. Thuram. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Oh, good-looking ball. De Vrij kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that's a superb pass.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Reinders. Zielinski. Back into the middle. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Fofana producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. DiMarco, and that's an errant pass. Oh, he's been caught napping! And there is the half-time whistle. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent.
Can he put it away? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Damian. Zielinski. Passes short and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Loftus-Cheek. He's through here. Ashlani. Zielinski. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Florenzi. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Milan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Loftus-Cheek. And here's Rafael Leao. Florenzi looking to run onto it. DiMarco.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Almost an hour gone.
4.649 spettatori.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, time's running out for the host to get something out of this. You can sense the frustration and impatience.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that's put paid to a promising move.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Big chance to get at them. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was. Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Ashlani. Now it's Thuram. Looking tidy in possession here. Thuram ploughing through the middle. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
It's an
14.
Inter free kick.
Numero 29.
An opportunity then to
Numero
pull clear
46.
here.
Numero 24. Numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 42.
Just about up to
Il numero
75
55.
minutes.
Il numero 31. Il numero 32. Kyle Walker. Il numero 77. Attenzione, un cambio.
Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Some really good ball movement. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Loftus-Cheek receives it in a good position here. Might be danger here. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Milan are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Nice sequence of passes, this. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for the runner. He's played him through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Martinez. And here's Çalhanoğlu. Can he finish? He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Inter Milan could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Played back in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's that, the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a